The housing market crashed. The builders went under. We can't pay the bank back. The builders are bankrupt. The bank went out of business. So what they said then? Don't worry about it. These deposits are FDIC insured, and we'll cover it up to now $200. It used to be $100,000. Notice how they raised it to $250,000. You know how they could do that? How could they raise it from $100,000 to $250,000 and cover it? That's print more. It ain't real. This is a monopoly game. This ain't real. They could raise it to $5 million, and they say, "I will cover it." They just print it up and cover it. This is crazy. We're living in a crazy, warped bunch of junk, and folks believing in it. And they argue about it on TV. They debate. They show you Democrats and Republicans, conservatives and liberals. They're talking about how Obama's going to bust this and it's going to cost too much. And all of this junk is just garbage. It's been garbage for years. So they're not anything of value. Don't you know they're going to withhold it from folks? They're not going to let you have it. And tomorrow morning they can say, you know what? All paper money has no value any longer. You can burn it. You can, throw it in the trash. Whatever you can throw it all down the sewer, because we're not using that anymore. At that point, you're a clown. And that's exactly what they're about to do. You think this economic system is imploded up to this point. It ain't imploded yet like it's going to. Now, what's going to be the trigger to make it actually implode? We're talking about a demon-possessed society now, how to get control of society. How is it going to make this thing just fall apart? And everybody's going to be out here just really in turmoil. Think about it logically now. What I just described. How do you make it just go under? A run on the banks. That's what they're going to use. Everybody's going to show up at one time saying, "Give me my money." And it ain't going to be there. And you know what people are going to do? They're going to the streets, and you're going to have chaos. The only reason they put that make-believe money into the system to make everything calm down, because they knew when the housing market crashed and the banks weren't getting paid, the banks stopped lending. The Federal Reserve, the boys who own the banks, they told the government, "I tell you what, you don't get us our money, we're going to shut this whole thing down." They control the government. They control the society. If you don't find a way to pay us our money that we losing from all this money we done lent out, we're going to shut it down. It's all make-believe anyway, and it's going to be an end game right here and right now unless you fix this. You get these folk to pay us our money. Because it's all a scheme, but they're making it have value based on them telling you it has value. So what they want is to stockpile up all this make-believe money with interest payments, so that you believe that they're richer than you because they have more toilet paper than you. It's all in your mind. See, okay, you thought Holyfield was rich. That foreclosed on Holyfield stuff, $10 million. Guys, I want $10 million right now today. Well, I'm taking all your stuff. I don't want no payments. I want $10 million cash. And Holyfield say, "I'm not liquid like that." Cause don't you know everything in life, every business you see, doesn't have money in place. They got cash flow. Like you say, you got inventory sitting on the ground, you got stuff, you got this, and they move and they stay in existence off of short-term loans. They meet payroll from short-term loans. And then if they sell items, they recoup money and pay off the loan and get another short-term loan. And it's a cycle where it's cash flow. You stop the flow of the cash, you shut down the whole Ponzi scheme. If they stop giving loans, the whole Ponzi scheme shuts down. So they used all of their flex, and they used all that leverage on the government to say, "You play ball with us or we're shutting it down." And you saw those boys start scrambling around to get that money. From whom? The taxpayers. The federal government don't have the money to pay them. They got the taxpayers' money. What are they doing? They're decreasing the workforce as far as large amounts of money. So you'll have to work harder and stay as a slave to fuel the system.